Good morning, students. This is Muthurajan. I am very happy to welcome you all to this online class. In this class, we are going to learn composition. Okay, let's see the definitions of a composition. Composition means the nature of something's ingredients or constituents, the way in which a whole or mixture is made up. Example, the social composition of villages. So it means the constitution, structure, construction, or arrangement, or organization, a format or layout, a creative work, especially a poem or a piece of music. See this example: Chopin's most romantic compositions. Okay, so it is a work of art, a creation, a literary thing, a musical artistic work, or it may be a poem, or a novel, or play, a symphony, a concert, a painting, drawing, picture. All these comes under the title composition. Okay, in schools, the composition writing should be like that. It should be like a work of art, a creation. Okay, it should be like it should be properly constructed, and the structure to be followed as per the rules. Okay, yes, let's move. In this first composition, we are going to write a letter, leave letter. How to write an error-free leave letter in school. Okay, let's see how the letter is classified. The letter is classified as a formal letter and informal letter. And the formal letter is otherwise known as official letter, and informal letter is known as personal letter. Okay, our leave letter comes under the category official letter or formal letter. Okay, leave letter, it can be given for two reasons: planned reason or unplanned reason. What comes under planned leave letter? Okay, let's see: marriage functions, festivals, tours and travels. Okay, if the leave is planned, means we have to give the leave letter earlier. And the next category is unplanned one, that is for illness, death, natural disasters, and lockdowns. Okay, which are unplanned reasons, unexpected reasons. Okay, let's move. Let's see the rules of a letter. A letter should have the following parts: 1. Date and address of the writer. Second, address of the recipient. Third one, the salutation or the courteous greetings. For formal letters, the salutations will be sir, dear sir, respected sir, or respected madam. Informal letters: my dear father, my dear uncle, my dear friend, etc. Okay, so informal letters are written to our friends and relatives. Okay, next one, the body of the letter. Okay, next one, next rule, the subscription or the courteous leave taking. For formal letters, the subscription should be like yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, yours obediently. And for informal letters, the subscription will be yours affectionately, yours lovingly, and then the signature should be there. And the seventh rule is address on the envelope or the superscription. This is needed for the letters to be sent by post or couriers. Okay, so these are the rules of letter writing. Yes, here we are going to write a leave letter, and the question for that leave letter is write a letter to your class teacher requesting leave for 3 days to attend a wedding. Okay, let's write the letter for this question. Okay, it is a planned leave. Okay, the first step is date. We have to write the date and place. Okay, from where we are writing the letter. That is the first step. Okay, the next one is from address. We have to write from, and near that we should not put any markings like a full stop or any other colon, semicolon. We should not put any such markings. Just we have to write from and leave that. Below that we have to write the name, standard and section, school name and place. The from address is over. So in each lines, in name, after the name we have to put a comma. After the class and section we have to put a comma. After the school name we have to put comma, and near the place we have to put a full stop. That is the format. Okay, this is the second step of letter writing. Okay, now let's see the third step. We have to write the to address. Okay, to, like from here also we should not put any markings, full stops, colon, semicolon, anything we should not put. Okay, just we have to write to and leave it. Below that we have to write the class teacher, comma, 8th standard. We have to write the standard and section, comma. Then below that school name, Mount Zion Metric Higher Secondary School, comma. And below that the place name, Pudukottai, full stop. Okay, this is our third step. So in both from and to addresses we have to put the comma in each line, and in the last line where we write the place we have to put the full stop. Okay, let's see the next step. Okay, the salutation. The salutation, respected sir or madam. If our class teacher is a male staff means just we shall write respected sir alone. If our class teacher is a female, means we have to write respected madam, comma. Okay, this is the fourth step. Okay, let's see the next step. Our next step is the important part, the body of the letter. Okay, in this we have to write the details like for how many days we are going to take a leave and what are the dates. Okay, so see this sample letter. I will not be able to attend the classes from July 16th 2020 to July 18th 2020, as I have to attend a wedding at Chennai. Full stop. Okay, so here we had mentioned the date. Okay, the period, and we have stated the reason also. Okay, as we are going to attend a wedding at Chennai. Okay, then hence I request you to grant me leave for these 3 days. Okay, here with we had mentioned the period of time. How many days? Okay, hence I request you to grant me leave for these 3 days. So we have mentioned the period of time and we have requested the teacher to grant the leave also. Okay, it's over. Okay, yes, this is the fifth step. Okay, so next to this is sixth step, thanking you. Okay, we have to thank the teacher after mentioning the dates and reason. We have to thank the teacher. That is our sixth step. Okay, our seventh step is the subscription. Yours obediently. See clearly, in yours there is a no apostrophe. You should not write apostrophe. Yes. Okay. Just we have to write YOURS. Okay. And obediently. In schools, we have to write only this subscription. Yours obediently. This is our seventh step. Okay. So we had completed our letter writing. Okay, so in this manner only we have to write a leave letter. Okay, it should contain the place and date, and also it should have the from address. It should contain the to address, the salutation, respected sir or madam, and the body of the letter. I will not be able to attend the classes from July 16, 2020 to July 18th, 2020, as I have to attend a wedding at Chennai. Hence, I request you to grant me leave for these 3 days. Thanking you, comma, yours obediently, comma, full stop. Here below that we have to write our name and put a full stop. Okay, we have to we shall either write our name, or if we know how to sign it, means we shall put our signature in that and put a full stop. Okay, this is the correct format of writing a leave letter. Okay, let's move here with we are going to learn the letter writing 2 also, that also a leave letter. Why? Because both are related with the same reasons. Okay, but the first letter is a planned one for attending a marriage. We took a leave, but this second leave letter is for unexpected reason. Okay, unplanned leave. Okay, unplanned reason. Okay, let's continue. The question for this leave letter is, write a letter to your class teacher to excuse you for not attending the classes. State reasons. Okay, this is what the question. Okay, let's see the letter. Same like the first letter, we have to write the place and date, from address, to address, salutation. Only the body of the letter will change. Okay, everything same like the first leave letter. Only the body of the letter will change. How? Respected sir or madam, I was unable to attend classes yesterday as I was not feeling well. Kindly excuse my absence. That's it. Okay. So, very simple letter. So, the student was not able to attend one day. Okay. So, he has to write the letter like this only. I was unable to attend classes yesterday as I was not feeling well. Okay, as he was suffering from some sort of diseases, he was not able to attend the class. So, he has to give the reason like this: as I was not feeling well, kindly excuse my absence. Okay, that's it. Thanking you. Yours obediently, below that name. Okay, so this letter also, every parts are same as the first leave letter. Okay, but only the body of the letter will change in this letter writing too. So, place, date, from, address, and we have to put the comma in each line of the from address and put the full stop at the last line. And in the to address also, we have to put comma in each line and put full stop at the end of the address. Okay, near the place only we have to put the full stop. For example, to the class teacher, comma, 8th standard A section, comma, Mount Zion Metric Higher Secondary School, comma, Pudukkottai, full stop. Okay, this is what the correct format. Okay, and salutation same like the first letter. Respected sir or madam. Only the content will change. I was unable to attend classes yesterday as I was not feeling well. Kindly excuse my absence. Only we are seeking the excuse from the teacher. Okay, this letter is for unexpected. The student was unexpectedly suffering from some disease. Okay, so he took leave, and for that he has to give the leave letter like this. Okay, in this regarding the leave days, here he it is a sample for one day leave, but if the student took 2 or 3 days, means we have to write from. Okay, I was unable to attend classes from. There we have to start the on which dates the student took leave from that day to the last day of the leave. Okay, so in that manner we have to write the period of leave from to. Instead of yesterday, you have to write from to and write the dates, appropriate dates, and below that thanking you, and the subscription is yours obediently. Okay, comma, and we have to write the name, or if the student is able to put signature means that is also accepted. And after writing the name, we have to put a full stop. Okay, this is leave letter 2. Okay, students, uh, these two letters are very very important. Okay, and this one, paragraph writing, this is the just to uh, enrich you, just to enlighten you regarding writing a paragraph. Okay, how to write a paragraph. Okay, just we are going to see some rules. Okay, qualities of a good paragraph. General paragraphs. Okay, writing general paragraphs is an important one for school children. Okay, they should be able to write an error free paragraph. Okay, for some general topics. Okay, but how the paragraph should be? A good paragraph must possess unity, order, variety. Okay, these three things. Okay, first one, unity. What is called as unity? A good paragraph must contain only one main topic or only one main theme. Okay, so it should have the main theme, only one main theme or main topic in it. And the second one is order. In a paragraph, the thoughts and events should be arranged in a clear and logical order. Okay, the order should be clear and logical. Okay, and variety. A good paragraph should contain both short and long sentences and attractive phrases. Okay, these things should be there in a good paragraph. Okay, let's see some of the general paragraph topics. My school. How will be the question? Write a paragraph about 150 words uh, in the topic my school. Write a paragraph about your family in 100 words. Like that, the questions will be there. Okay, so the general paragraph topics are my school, our family, tree, river, and my favorite tourist place, my favorite national leader, my house, Independence Day, my favorite book, famous festival, Christmas or Diwali or Ramzan. Okay, so these are the some of the general paragraph topics. Okay, students, thank you. Have a nice day.